Really?
Pretty raunchy for an 11-year-old.
It's time. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! All right, here we are. Little bit of pre-convo before it going on. We're going to get into Justin Timberlake, and we got some Rebecca Black and Cardi B craziness. Also, Dr. Phil hitting a kid
with his car.
Oh my God!
Not his fist.
All to come.
They're both bad, but one's deadly.
So so you're just about done with San Andreas. 12 years later,
dude. I am 12 missions away from the end of Grand Theft
Auto.
Never
gave up.
San Andreas came out in 2005, but I'm almost to the end.
And Chad was just saying, your daughter is playing it?
Yes.
And she's probably going to beat it before you?
I don't know about that.
No, she's got a long way to go.
Oh, the challenge is
because I'm skilled. So,
all right. So
who are you?
I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 63.
Jazz hands. Okay. Oh, hey, we should do that every day.
No.
Or maybe only on special occasions.
On special occasions, because if we run the hands out,
that's true.
Then they mean nothing.
Well, we could always go for the variation, spirit fingers.
Because even in all those dances and everything, they don't always jazz hand 24/7. They do it to highlight a moment.
Yep. It's like a key change. If you're just constantly changing keys, like in Love on Top by Beyonce, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
It's like when I change up the signs that say to make sure to say the area code in the studio every couple weeks. That way it's like, hey, look, there's something different. That's like the jazz hands.
Fun fact, I have never once forgotten the area code. Not a single time since I changed.
This is a smart
man. I'm a professional.
All right, so let's get into Cardi B.
This is the big news of the weekend.
And the fun
Today's
stuff
top story
is that it's trending. It's all over America right now. You know, TMZ's got it up. Oh, Cardi B gets kicked out of a hotel in Albany, and Albany is where we are.
Cardi B, of all people, put us on the map. I mean, we're on the map, but she took the map and was like, TMZ, look at the map. And also like E! News and any other reputable celebrity gossip site. So, you want me to
I
take
really
this one,
do not know the full story, so you should break it down.
So, as you may have heard, because we talked about it quite frequently, Cardi B was at the Times Union Center on Saturday night. So after the show...
And if you're not from Albany, the 518, the 838 area, Times Union Center is like our big,
Yeah, for the people on the West Coast.
Big arena.
Where it's 7:30 right now.
So anyway, so she's performing at Times Union Center.
She was at the Times Union Center. Maybe you were there. If you were, how was the show? Let us know in the comments. Afterwards, she was at her hotel, the Albany Hilton, and some patrons, some other guests in the hotel on the floor above her complained of, at 1 o'clock in the morning, of the smell of weed and of excessive noise from right below them. So the hotel security went up to confront them about it. It escalated into a conflict, and the hotel was like, you're gone. So they told them to get out. They complied. They just left. The cops showed up, I guess, a little bit after that while they were packing up to leave. They said that there was no evidence that anybody in her entourage was smoking weed. And they all just went on their merry way. And that's when Cardi B, I think yesterday morning around 10 or so, she hopped on Instagram and made some videos saying that Albany is racist. And those videos are no longer there. And that's the extent. Also, and I think this may be a factor, she briefly broke up with her boyfriend Saturday night, Offset from Migos. I think she Snapchatted about it, saying she was single, and then she later on Snapchatted again, saying, I'm sorry, babes, this is, it's Waffle House on me, I overreacted. This must be that time of the year,
Well, here's number one. First thing I want to say about this is that it doesn't take a rapper to smoke out a hotel. Okay? First and foremost, right? You don't need to be a rapper to smoke enough weed to have an entire floor smelling like marijuana. So, I think they just threw that in there. Do I believe that she was making a lot of noise? Yeah, I believe that it was pretty loud and everything. I do believe that. Her getting kicked out of the hotel, I mean, that's up to the hotel. It's their place. That they do what they want. I mean, Cardi B has every right to say what she wants to say about it. I do think that she should not have deleted her videos, that she should keep them up there and really stand by your word. Like that one time she accused the cop of, allegedly choking her during a pullover or something like that, or she got manhandled. I don't know the full story, but she deleted that video too. So stop taking down your videos, keep them up there, stand by them, because when you're taking them down, it makes you looking like you're crying wolf.
Exactly.
So when something actually happens, people aren't really going to believe you. So if this stuff is true, stop pulling them down or stop making an incident out of it.
Right. If it's not an incident, don't make a big deal out of it.
You spoke about how she broke up with her boyfriend, Offset, who's in the Migos. If you remember, the last time Albany, New York was all over TMZ was when the Migos incited a crazy freaking riot inside of the Washington Avenue Armory like 2 years ago. I mean, people were picking up like these like chairs and spinning around and not chairs, but barricades and throwing them. It was insane. So, I mean, is there a connection there? Because now we got her boyfriend and now we got another riot, or not a riot, but we making the TMZ there. Yeah. So a little bit of trouble right there. And I guess they broke up because she said that he stole like a pink blanket from her or something like that. But then found out that it was like her sister that took it. And she's like, oh, baby, you know, the Bronx and me overreacted, baby. Waffle House on me. I don't know if she said Waffle House. Maybe it was
She did. No, it was Waffle House on me.
I couldn't remember if it was Waffle House or the Pancake place. Pancake Paradise. Is there a Pancake Paradise?
Like, is that a thing?
Store?
It could be.
Please. That's copywritten right here.
Don't anybody steal that.
That's mine to come.
That's solid gold.
Yeah, and then some other solid gold is the fact that America almost killed Rebecca Black. How funny is that?
Well, okay, I don't know if we should use the term funny, but read the quote.
Well, it wasn't like America like freaking try to stab her, like, but okay, here's what she said.
This is great.
So if you don't know Rebecca Black, she is the lovely singer. She has the voice of an angel on the song Friday, which came out almost 7 years ago now.
March of 2011.
And Bill is familiar with the song. I'm sure you're familiar with the song.
I actually really like the song Friday.
I am familiar with the song. Well, anyways, Rebecca Black said, after she put out the song, she said, this has to do with being bullied on the interwebs. She goes, the onslaught of negative attention I received was so sudden and so intense that I wasn't sure if I would survive. Then she goes on to say, 1 minute I was a normal girl, and then, in the next, millions of people know who I was, and they were ruthless and hurling the most vile words my way.
Ruthless.
And vile. That was a good kind of choice of words there.
Yeah, she did pick some good words there.
And then she goes on to say, it was open season, and I was the target. So I think her family might have to do with hunting because she used open season, which is like rabbit season, duck season. Rabbit season, duck season. The fact there was a human, a person, a 13-year-old girl on the other side of the screen seemingly escaped so many people's attention. Now, I want to say one thing, that this kind of got a flow like it could be a song like, there's a lot of negative attention. Receiving an intense. Damn, she could get down on a nice song with this right here. I hope somebody remakes this. I don't know if this is all audio at all, but I hope there's audio of it and somebody puts out a remix to it.
I got opinions here.
Okay, what's your opinions?
I got things to say.
Because I laid down my Cardi B one, so you can lay down yours here.
Number one, I like Friday by Rebecca Black. I said that earlier. I actually think Rebecca Black does have a nice voice. The Friday video was horribly produced, like to the point of being comical, but I think she can sing, and she's put out some stuff since then that I believe proves that. For another thing, I'm kind of irritated about the fact that on Spotify, Patrice Wilson, the original producer, the guy who wrote the song and filmed the video and put that all together, his School Bus Rap verse is cut out of the Spotify version. It's just Rebecca Black singing, and that takes away from the experience for me.
Why, are you saying that was the highlight of the song?
No, but it's like you can't have a peanut butter and jelly without the jelly. Patrice is the jelly that glues that PB&J together.
If there was never a Patrice on it, would you care?
Probably not, because I wouldn't know what I was missing.
Well, how do you feel
once you got Patrice in your life, you can't just let it go.
So would this be like when a radio station plays Ariana Grande's My Way and they take out Mac Miller's rap?
Right, or like the version of California Girls with no Snoop Dogg in it. Like, what is that? What do you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
It's definitely on those levels. Rebecca Black Friday taking away Patrice is definitely on the level
of Charlie Puth with no Tyga. One call away. Like, get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Knock
or,
that out.
Or Charlie Puth and no Kyle on attention.
Yes. Yes. How many features can we name where there's alternate versions that it doesn't have them? Oh, Katy Perry with no Kanye on E.T.
Stay woke, people.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But anyway, ruthless. You know what ruthless? She used that word. You know what that means?
What does it mean?
It means you don't have any Ruths.
There's not a Ruth in her family.
Oh man,
there's not one. Ruth.
It's just like unscrupulous. You got no scruples. Ruthless. You got no Ruths. It's pretty much the same.
That makes sense, people. Come on.
Exactly. Just put it
Yo,
together.
all you gotta do is stay woke, my friends. Stay woke. All right, so Justin Timberlake, he announced he took to the interwebs with Jimmy Fallon, and they made the announcement that Justin will be performing.
I thought you were pausing to wait for me to fill it in. Go ahead, sorry.
It will be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show this year.
Which was a rumor, which I figured it was probably true.
Do you excited for this? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, Justin Timberlake has performed twice in the Super Bowl halftime show in years past. 2004, the most notable and memorable one, when he ripped off the thingy and Janet Jackson's boobie came flying out. But the first time was
hold on 1 second, okay? So, what's your first one? I'll let you go.
The first one was with, in 2001, or maybe it was 2000, I think it was 2001, he performed with NSYNC and Aerosmith and Britney Spears and Nelly and Mary J. Blige. They called it Aerosync, and it was the best halftime show ever. There has never been a better one since then. It was super awesome. So,
well, why is it that Justin Timberlake is being invited back to perform again when Janet Jackson is banned for life?
Is she banned for life? Because there's rumors that she might make an appearance. Maybe
that's what I was going to get into, but it's like
ban.
It was never Janet's fault. Like, Justin was the one that ripped it off. Janet wasn't the one that ripped it off and exposed herself.
I feel like she was probably in on that. John,
what do you think?
What do you think? Come on in.
I think the whole thing was set up.
You really do?
Yeah, I think that they definitely planned it. I don't think he's going to rip off that without her knowing about it.
Right.
And then, what she was wearing underneath, I mean, it was all publicity.
Dude, here's what's going to happen. Surprise guest, Janet Jackson. Surprise guest number 2, Andy Samberg. What's going to happen? Boxes in front of their junk, just like on Saturday Night Live. Rip them off, and guess what we see?
You know what they're going
to do? Justin Timberlake's
Is that
Willie.
One of his hits, though?
What?
In a box? Does he kind of have to do that, though?
They're going to do...
I wouldn't be so sure it won't happen.
They're going to kneel. That's what their big controversy will be.
Are they?
You think they're going to do some political protest?
No.
Do you think that they'll do the whole halftime show on one knee? No movement at all? That would be a real protest.
I think it should just be one long apology to really Janet.
It's not what?
Nothing.
Wait, what? No, what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I don't know. Does Janet Jackson, is she even doing anything right now? She's a mom.
She had a kid, right? She had a kid at like 50 years old.
Did she resume that tour that she stopped?
She's back on tour. I don't think she's going to be coming to SPAC, though.
Probably not.
She's not going to make up that date.
Okay. Well, she could come to the convention center and get kicked out of a hotel after.
She was asleep.
Janet Jackson?
Oh, I thought you said Cardi B.
Oh, yeah, but I bet you Janet Jackson was asleep at the time,
Read
too.
Everybody. Fly 92.3 program
director. Yeah. So, yeah, she said she was asleep, but do you think she was?
Yes.
At 1 o'clock in the morning?
Cardi B was sick. She's been going on Instagram for the last 3-4 days of I'm sick.
I do think that she wasn't as bad as what they said. I do think it might have been a little loud, maybe her room's next door and stuff, and she probably got roped in with them. But
so it was her crew that were partying.
It was her crew, and she was just trying to get some rest.
But
they were just out of control because that concert was lit at the ET.
Oh, I heard it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
I missed it. I had to watch the Yankees lose.
Ugh. The Yankees, such a disappointment in my life. Oh my God.
I'm
John's
so
been waiting for this for
they had
like
2
days.
opportunities
go ahead, take
to
the floor.
win, and they lost both games. Oh my God.
He's been waiting to let us know.
It's good. It's like I'm really happy that Houston won because now people can talk about all the positivity down in Texas with the hurricane relief and everybody working on trying to get things back to normal. This is very positive for the area.
Oh yeah, there's still parts in Puerto Rico that still have no power, and it's been a month. Anyways,
well, that's a totally different subject.
Do you think they'll win the World Series, Houston?
I think Houston's going to win.
That's not fair because we didn't win the World Series after 9/11.
yeah.
You could have said Boston could have won too, or Washington
in 2013,
or anybody.
Well, whatever. I'm a Dodgers fan for next week, and I know that defies.
Well, they go back to Brooklyn, so you could say there's the New York link.
Yeah,
Because you want
like
the Dodgers because they haven't won in 28
No, because I want them to beat the team that beat my team. And I know that the conventional wisdom is like, oh, you want to lose only to the best teams. You can be like, oh, we were just underneath the best. That's stupid. I want revenge. I want their fans to feel like I feel when I lose.
The Yankees could have won those games, and they didn't.
And they didn't. So I want the team that beat my team to lose.
They didn't really beat them. I mean, they were, it was like the Yankees could have beat them.
Yeah, they eked out a championship series win against a wild card team. Way to go, Houston.
The Yankees went a lot farther than they were ever anticipated to go.
They did.
And this is good for you Yankee fans because now you look at this team and you say, man, this team is young.
They're scrappy.
This is a possible dynasty if they keep it together. I mean, you guys are set for the next few years.
That's some big words coming from
That's true.
a Boston fan. He said, a dynasty?
You got to get rid of that coach, though. He needs to go.
I agree. Joe, out of here.
I don't have much of an opinion on that. I don't know how to evaluate
All
managers.
I know is if you can take Terry Francona from the Red Sox and get rid of him after what he brought to the city after 100 years or whatever it was, then you can get rid of Joe for only bringing one championship to a team that had 26 before him.
Wow.
That's a good assessment.
I hate Joe. I've hated him for years.
Well, I just learned today that he doesn't allow sweets in the Yankees clubhouse because he's a health nut. So
you wouldn't like it.
I would not want to be on the Yankees right now.
Plus, he's totally against Chef Boyardee mac and cheese. Like
those
the worst thing ever.
I had Taco Bell breakfast.
Mac and cheese today, everybody. You want to taste?
Chef Boyardee mac and cheese is delicious. Ugh. I would never offer anyone else to taste because I want it all.
Now, because I mentioned this in the beginning, close it out right here with Dr. Phil.
Oh yeah.
So Dr. Phil's finally had it. He hit a kid. He hit a skateboarder. This is what. Okay, so here's what it is. He hit a skateboarder with his car. But this is what I believe happened. He was in filming the next Catch Me Outside Girl, and he was just so sick and tired of all these young little kids telling him, "Oh, I made you. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be popular." So his ego just exploded, flipped out, yelled at everyone in the audience, yelled at the little person that's like coming next. He freaking grabbed his keys, he hopped in his car, and he put the pedal to the metal and went flying out of the parking lot at Paramount Pictures or wherever the hell it's filmed at. And all of a sudden, he's driving and he whips around the corner and he sees a skateboarder and he's like, "Oh, that punk's going to be on my show next month." And he's like, boom, takes him out. I think he just finally lost it.
And that's it. That's the only possible explanation.
That's what I see happen in my head.
I think what really happened was he hit a kid in a crosswalk.
Yep, no, that's exactly what happened.
But
the kid's saying that he ran the stop sign, though.
The kid originally said he was fine and is now claiming that he has injuries and he's threatening to sue.
I would, too, as soon as I found out it was Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I bet you he didn't know it was Dr. Phil and was like, "Nah, I'm good." And then walked away and was like, "Wait a second. Dr. Phil, this guy makes stars."
Wait, isn't that the person that became famous because of that Catch Me Outside Girl?
Yeah, exactly. He's basically an agent, a really good agent.
Damn, what a time to be alive.
Did we hit everything we needed to?
We hit everything. We could talk about this Paris Jackson thing tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do that because,
Or we may never talk about it. Well, anyways, Paris Jackson got on stage the other day, and she sang.
We're talking about it now.
Yeah, because we're not going to talk about it. She got on stage the other day, and she sang, and she was singing really good, and people were like, "Oh, wow, you should follow in the footsteps of your father."
You know what makes me sad is that his song from 2014 with Justin Timberlake, speaking of him, Love Never Felt So Good.
Oh, thank you, Sabrina.
Oh, I didn't know when you said that earlier. I didn't know it was here.
Wow. Okay.
Yes!
Wow. With that being said, we'll see you tomorrow at 10:30, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time.
That's the only time zone that matters.
All right, deuces. Bye-bye. See ya. Sayonara.
1 Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got 1